Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello guys, another podcast. So it's a Black Friday week. To be honest with you, um, this is a break for me right now. I'm working all day, sleeping just a little bit. To be honest with you, we are remember the case studies that I did? Most probably I'm going to hit the numbers that I want. I don't know yet. I'm in the process of optimizing and scaling. The only thing that I know is that just because you ask me a lot of times, during Black Friday, the rules that we always have, don't touch things, don't scale and stuff, they don't apply here. It's a different period. Um, Before we start, I would like to thank each one of you that you're here because we hit 12K subscribers. It's going fast now. We're on 12.2K already, so I'm pretty happy with that. I also had a chance to work with several of you in other accounts, and it's doing well. With some people it worked very well, with some people it didn't, but we tried to see if they can scale their other accounts and stuff. It's not always in my hands. To be honest with you, with each one that I've worked, I have my conscience clear in terms of the workload that I put and stuff. I really tried, but in some other accounts it just can't work. It's not like I ever took a good ad account that I destroyed. I could say that the opposite most of the time is happening. But some accounts, they cannot be saved. They have problems with their numbers and stuff. So this week a guy came back from the past. 2 years ago I was running ads for him, and he told me that after I changed agencies and stuff, when we stopped, it wasn't working with you because of your fee and the numbers that we had at that point. Now I have a new production, and basically on this new production, I'm cutting the cost to the 1/5. So I say perfect. I told him, why did we stop? Do you remember? He told me it didn't make sense with our numbers at that point. And to be honest with you, the reason that I'm contacting you, it's because for the next 2 years I tried agencies, I tried freelancers, and you were the one that you had the best results. There is no better compliment than that for someone who is doing Facebook ads, for someone to come after 2 years and tell you that, hey, you were the best on the ad account. After that, I wasn't able to have good results. So that's it. With that, we have the Black Friday week. I would like to say something about the weekend. So up to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had some good results on the campaigns and on the platform. Of course, I have other accounts that they have started doing Black Friday ads much earlier. But let me tell you that after that point, on Thursday, Friday, and weekend, we had some bad results. And I have seen several messages from people telling me that, hey, I'm having bad results and so on. I did nothing on my other accounts because I know that this is typical and it's happening before Black Friday. This is the period that a lot of people did ads. A lot of people did ads, including me, that they were going to start on Monday or they started at that period. And you don't touch the ads, and from Monday it should start picking up again. I was right. Immediately they start picking up again. Now what happened is that most probably the people who panicked and they are not experienced enough and they closed the ads during these 4 days, they are the ones that they lost, and we are the ones that we kept the ads, and we are actually capitalized on the situation. I don't want you to be super risky if you're not experienced and do this kind of stuff. Because after the last video that we saw how someone of you scaled and did the mistakes, I want to be more careful of what I'm saying, because maybe you will think that, for example, you can have a bad period of 2-3 months like Jonathan thought. And we have his comment later here from the video. The thing is that don't try to just gamble with Facebook ads. This is what I'm trying to say. Try to do it in a more conservative way if you don't have the experience. If you have the experience and you're experienced enough, or you have information, for example, getting messages from all of you, I knew that it was a bad period and I shouldn't close my ads. It's not only me. So that's the thing, and I do believe that whoever panicked, okay, maybe you don't have the experience, but on the other hand, this is how the Facebook platform works. There are people that are inexperienced, and we are able to overcome bad periods because they're afraid and they're closing the ads. So um, before we go to questions and stuff, I would like to talk a little bit about what you're going to do after Black Friday. I would like to talk about a new ad account that I have right now. It's one of my clients. One thing that I noticed, maybe it's nothing, but I just wanted to mention it. A lot of times we work in other accounts that they have sales and stuff, and we don't realize how the sales are being attributed to the ad sets. Something that I noticed, which is very clear, actually is this. I was having a sale, because it's a new account, only one sale, okay? So I was trying to see, because I had 5 checkouts, if the sale came from me or not. So I went to the events manager. I saw that the sale was registered because it was saying that last event reported on the purchase, for example, for the purchase event in that case, it was 20 minutes ago. But this took around 5 hours to be reported on my ad set. I have never seen that before because we work with volume and we don't observe, but it doesn't mean that necessarily if one sale is being reported into your events manager or your pixel or the purchase event, it's going to be reported immediately to the purchase event. Just keeping that on the side, just saying it. I'm a Facebook ads geek, so these things excite me when I find them. Maybe we have some people listening that they're also geeks and they are also going to like this information. Just saying that. Now, we had some drama with the EU and what happened with the potential reach audiences. Basically, what happened is that everybody woke up, I think it was the previous week, Friday, something like that, that we saw, for example, instead of 6 million potential reach in Greece, I don't have any clients in Greece, but 6 million potential reach in Greece, and immediately it was 200K. My initial theory was this, because all of us in the EU, we took a message that was saying, do you want to be advertised or not? No matter what the device was or whatever, we took a message like this. It's an EU regulation, like always, that makes our life difficult. We don't even have threads here yet. The thing is that I know that a lot of people pressed no, but they didn't read. So the first option was yes. The other option was no, and I'm willing to pay 14 euros, for example, per month for that. So everybody pressed no, but my perception at that point when I was seeing that, it was that everybody who pressed no, when Facebook is going to ask for their card in order to charge them, they're just not going to give it, so the numbers are going to go back to normal. I don't know if I'm right, but the numbers are now back to normal. We don't have problems with the potential reach of the EU. And I also got a message from a friend here on YouTube saying, "Hey Konstantinos, thanks for the podcast. I already listening to 1.5 episodes. Oh boy, you have so much to see. And they're truly excellent. They're refreshing, informational, and way more transparent than Zuckerberg has ever been. Thank you." Zuckerberg has other problems now. He hurt himself in Jiu-Jitsu, so don't be harsh on him. Regarding the estimated audience sizes in the EU, I came across a comment on Reddit with this reply from Meta Rep. We identified a bug. I have seen other people also mentioning that this was a bug and that this is coming from Meta. My perception at that point was that it's not a bug, it's just people saying no, and that when they're going to be, when Facebook is going to try to charge them, the things are going to go back to normal. But let's take the bug thing. We identified a bug that was contributing to some of the drop in estimated audience sizes, and the impact of this issue should be fully mitigated and resolved by November 18. The remaining drop in estimated audience size can be attributed to users who have not yet made their choice to continue using the product for free with ads or subscribes for no ads in the EU, EEA, and Switzerland. Makes you wonder the actual audience reach on Facebook these days. The numbers reported on the 15th, 16th, 17th were merely half, not half, it was pretty low. By the way, something that I noticed also is that initially when the change was done, it was done only on the normal CBO campaigns, but when you were watching the potential reach on the Advantage Plus campaign, the audience was not dropped, which made me think that maybe the Advantage Plus targeting on Advantage Plus is different from the Advantage Plus targeting from CBOs, but later some hours later the Advantage Plus also had the same potential reach as a normal campaign in the broad or even in interests. Typically, an active user logs in every day, so no, it doesn't. So by the 17th, we should have seen the true count of active users on the platform for each EU country, I believe. Thank you for the comment. Basically, this thing is now resolved, so there's no point of discussing it anymore. But the thing that really matters here is that we have a EU which is causing a lot of problems in advertising. I don't know how effective Facebook is going to be with all of these changes from GDPR to this now to other things. It's making things more difficult in an already difficult terrain, which is a super fragmented Europe with so many countries that they are small and each of them they have different languages. It is already difficult, and I will say it, thank God United Kingdom went out of European Union. At least in our case, that was a blessing. Because imagine right now trying to advertise on United Kingdom with this situation. Right now in United Kingdom, you can advertise and they have some very good accounts that are working very well. Without it, we would have an issue. Not thank God for them, I believe, because I believe in the European Union for several other reasons. I just don't believe in this stupid bureaucracy that it has and the way that it moves like a turtle, not only in matters of GDPR and stuff, but also in geopolitics. I believe that we should have an army, for example, in EU and stuff, but this is a political discussion that we should not do here. Next one. I have seen this new feature over here. Along with other things, they test some new things because they have seen some results with the shops. By the way, TikTok now has announced 60%. For one of my main clients, the TikTok guy who is doing the ads told me that he has done. By the way, they are so confusing because for this ad account, we had a message from 3-4 different reps for TikTok. So it's difficult to understand how TikTok is working and how many people is putting to work on that. The second thing is that we got a 60% discount. People are getting 60% discount on the shops, and the company is taking the full amount of money, so they're investing a lot on their shops. And Facebook, on the other hand, it's having the shops. It's only on United States. They're working pretty well, I can tell you that, after so much testing. But here we have another feature, for example, it says checkout. Enable a mobile shopping experience that allows people to complete their order and pay directly from an ad without leaving the app. Okay, so we can see things like that, things that they are, they're going to make the process more close to buying within the app so that they can keep all the data, as we were discussing, along with the shops and along with the competition with TikTok giving 60% discounts to people. This is why right now the TikTok shops, they have crazy ROAS, but this is not true. So all the haters from the Facebook and Instagram platform that they cannot make it, they just go to TikTok and they expect, okay, you can get some sales now from the shops, but let me tell you that the algorithm is not working there. So when they're going to remove that, the results are not going to be good again on TikTok. TikTok has some roadblocks to pass in order to become a good platform. Next, I got a message which is triggering also another discussion of what we're going to do after Black Friday and how we treat our ads in the next days. So this morning came. For Black Friday, I wonder, do you tend to just keep running normal ad campaigns, or do you prioritize on campaigns with Black Friday specific ads? I imagine CPM will skyrocket and potentially affect long-term campaigns. To be honest with you, just before the podcast, I was talking with my best friend Jonathan. He's also managing several accounts, and I was lucky enough to find a person who is doing the same job, being on the same level as me in the same city that I live. These things are not happening, especially in Thessaloniki, which is a 1 million city. Um, so the thing is that he told me that he is seeing that right now his campaigns that they're not Black Friday campaigns, are doing better from the Black Friday ones. And I told him, you have to understand that the way that we move towards time, we get more experience, and we are more relaxed. Relaxed in what way? In way, you can see this also on my channel on how I shifted to telling you that you should wait, you should not do changes and stuff, because the situations brought us here. When we were testing and changing things, it was causing issues. So we reached to the conclusion that when you have something working, even if it doesn't do well for a period, you leave it. That leave us to the point that we built an account the whole year, that they are having campaigns which are very old. In one of the account, guys, I'm having a campaign or two, which is conversion ads still and not sales, because Facebook changed that. And they told me in a message that they're going to close these campaigns on January, even if I want or not. This is 1.5 year campaign, which is there, and it's performing. And someone may say, yeah, you keep it because it's performing. No, I can show you periods for 10, 15 days that it wasn't performing. Of course, all of this discussion is for well-trained, established accounts, but still, if something is working, guys, for months, you don't just close it for 5-6 days. And now we reach to the point that you have to understand that all of this year, this campaign has targeted all of my audience, okay? And now it makes total sense that in this month, when the sales are going to start for the Black Friday, these are the first campaigns that are going to get more results, because the Black Friday ads are just new. With Black Friday ads, you don't try to get volume, you try to get also new clients. With the other ones, you're trying to get volume, and this is why I believe a lot that you should do evergreen campaigns, let them get boosted through Black Friday so that you can keep them and so on. Because in order to answer also to this question, when you're not prioritizing, you are scaling a little bit also your normal evergreen campaigns, while you are scaling also your Black Friday campaigns, the ones that are doing better. Again, rules don't apply here. You just go and you increase budgets based on the results that you have on the previous day. You just watch one day, you increase these budgets, you play also with manual bits a little bit. The situation is that you need to increase the budget up to Friday. On Friday, you should do a very big bump. You should not be afraid, just bump it. For example, in some of the accounts from 20K, will go to 50K. This kind of bumps. If you're afraid, don't do it. Maybe you will do it in the next year, on the other year, based on your experience. And then you drop a little bit the budget on Saturday. Sunday, you increase it a little bit. From Friday, from 50K, you will drop again to 20K. Then you will increase to 25K, then you go to 30-40K maybe, just random numbers to understand a little bit the changes of the budget for the Cyber Monday, and then you will close the day with Tuesday with a little bit of smaller budget. This is how it goes. And after that, you close your Black Friday campaigns and you are left with the evergreen campaigns that, if you listen to me, you had already established from the previous month or the start of the month, so that you're not going to go just back to your previous budget, but a little bit from what you were in the previous month, with boosted results. Because all of these campaigns that we have now, they're going to have so much boosted results from the Black Friday ads that they're going to keep us for another 2-3 months with all of this data. So yes, you focus, you do the biggest scalings to your Black Friday ads, you do smaller scalings to your evergreen ads, but you also expect your evergreen ads to work better, especially at the start, before Black Friday or whatever. And you don't care about the CPMs, you don't care about that, you don't bother with all of that. You're just thinking of scaling, and you're just thinking of what you see in terms of ROAS. I have seen other accounts that they perform with 2-3 ROAS, having these days 6-7 ROAS, even with a 40% discount on their website. So that explains it, and this is what you're going to do in terms of the next days. Then we're going to meet next week for the next podcast, and you leave it for a week just to relax a little bit. And then you start again your ads for Christmas with a promo that you're going to have. Of course, another evergreen campaign after that, and then the Christmas ads, which are going to be a promotion that you're going to have. What I like to propose for the Christmas ads is that we will explain it more the next time, the next podcast. But what I like to propose is most of the time that you have different offers for the different days. Let's say, I think I mentioned it, let's say that you have 10 days because you need to send the products before they have to reach the people before 25th. So you run ads to the period that you are able to fulfill that. And if you have 10 days, for example, and you can think of 10 different promotions, then you do 10. If you can think of 5, then you do one different promotion every 2 days. And if you think of less, you do the math, and every 3 days and so on. So this is how it's working. You need, because you had a very big promotion before, you need to put different promotion with different days right now in order for you to be able to overcome a period that you just depleted all of this situation, and you just have to have different offers in order for you to be able to tap to different needs. This is how it works with the Christmas, and this is what I think that you should do. Anyway, I will keep scaling. Black Friday, don't be afraid. Just do whatever it's in your comfort zone, but try to go a little bit more outside of your comfort zone in the scaling side if you have some results from the previous days that indicate that you're doing well. I told you, every Black Friday I say I should have spent more. Okay, so we will see. The thing is that it's moving pretty well. Nothing which is not normal. That's all, I guess. Let's go now to your questions. I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about today. Alexander, hey, is it okay to edit this campaign, or should I duplicate it to make the edit? We said that a million times, so we don't touch campaigns that are working. I'm running a campaign advertising a free, but you are Alexander, so you might come with a special scenario here that I will not be able to say no. I'm running a campaign advertising a free consultation. This campaign is doing very good in terms of cost per lead and the amount of people booking, but we're seeing more than 6% no-show cancellations. These are normal numbers, just so you know. I'm thinking that adding a simple $399 value in the ad copy will help. Do you think this is a small enough change to safely edit the current ad, or would you not risk it and instead duplicate it? I would duplicate it. Even a comma is going to reset it. I would do this, and I would do another campaign with the other thing so that I can test it. At the end of the day, you're not sure that this change is going to make things in the better, because if you know that, then you can just even close this campaign and do it like this. You want to test. So what's the point of testing in this campaign which is already working and not testing in a new campaign? If you were sure about it, the discussion would have been different, and I will tell you that go and do it. If it's retargeting, I don't care so much because it's just a specific audience. It's not like it's going to lose any training in a specific audience. It will find it again. It's a hot pocket already. So retargeting, and if you're sure about the outcome, which you should not be, by the way, you can do the change. But if you change a comma or something, sometimes a spelling mistake, I'm even not going to change it if the client allows me not to. Hello, is anyone having a hard time this week? It is Black Friday. Is it Black Friday advertisers spending more? Yes. This is a message which is coming from the previous week, from what I said about the people that they were afraid during the weekend. Last year I suffered something similar and ended up reducing my marketing a lot and had a bad Black Friday. I'm now on my third day in a row of losses, which is unusual for this ad account. Now, if you do this during the weekend and you're having losses and you survive that, then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it should start improving. This is happening every year, at least in my case. And then you just measure also the other account. The way that you phrase it, that which is unusual for this ad account, I believe that you just have to soak the damage and you just have to start on Monday, Tuesday, having good results. Not to mention that when you're having bad results in a period, you can support it with SMS and email and try to overcome them. SMS and email can play also this role. You can send a blast, for example, of emails and try to overcome some bad days that you're having so that you can pass easier to the profitable days. It's a little bit of problematic because you have to be patient and see who is going to first stop advertising more, and you will take that budget for yourself and the profits, of course. Hey Constantinos, I'm running ads in Spain using broad targeting, and potential reach went down from 30 million to 3 million overnight. Most probably your problem is fixed right now. I don't do any changes within the ad set. I'm noticing same trend for the European countries. This is an internal bug with the ads manager, or could there be some other factors causing this? I told you my opinion at the start of the podcast about it. I think that now it should be fixed, so you should be fine. Hi Konstantinos, I've seen several of your videos on YouTube and also of other guys who recommend broad targeting, of course. I had active campaigns with various targets that weren't doing badly, but they were discontinuous, like 2 days go very well and 2 days badly. For this reason, I decided to try broad. I activated 2 days and ago, but at the moment I don't have good conversions. But above all, the CTR has decreased. The CPC and CPM have increased, and general advice, maybe I have to wait to see results. Thanks in advance, Pro. 2 days are enough to understand that broad targeting is not working for you, most probably because you have a new account. The way that you describe it and you say that you have 2 days good results and then it dies and stuff, it shows me an unstable new pixel ad account, which is typical to have this kind of behavior and not being consistent. So I wouldn't go to broad. It's good that you tried it, good for you, but I think that you should go back to now interest targeting, lookalikes and all of that, instead of trying to push broad because your pixel is not ready. So go back to interest and then continue with lookalikes, then to broad, and then I hope to see you again in the comments. Next one. Hello, I want to ask what is the exact difference between Advanced Plus shopping campaign, where Meta should automatically find the most suitable audience for us, and Advanced Plus audience option manual sale campaign, where again Meta says it automatically finds the most suitable audience for us. First of all, in the manual campaign, the Audience Plus, I don't like it at all. It's really hard to use. It doesn't let you even use saved audiences. To be honest, I have used it. I didn't like it. It had bad results, but I haven't used it extensively in order to tell you that it's not working. But for me, right now, I have used it several times. It wasn't a good fit for me. I don't use it. Initially, with this drop of the audiences, as I told you earlier in the EU, and me watching that the potential reach stayed the same on the Advanced Plus, I thought that they were different, but then it dropped also there, so I cannot be sure either about that. But if you want my opinion, don't use it, just don't use it in the normal campaign. In theory, they should be the same. Whatever has this advantage audience, it means that it's being held by AI. That's the message. Okay, but in normal campaigns, I'm not using it. I used it, I didn't like it. So I'm telling you not to use it. In Advanced Plus, you don't have any other option, but at the end of the day, it's working also, so it's fine. The way that it's behaving in the manual from the Advanced Plus, I think that they should be different. But in theory, the way that they are being wrote, they shouldn't be. So I don't know, man. I just don't use it in manual ones. In manual CBO. I just use it in Advanced Plus because I don't have any other option, because it's working over there. Is it appropriate to have multiple Advanced Plus campaigns with shopping ads? 100%. I'm using a lot of Advanced Plus campaigns. Most of the times my structure is either Advanced Plus campaigns with different post IDs, Advanced Plus campaigns with different creatives. I just don't use them the same. Or if you don't have the assets, you do one Advanced Plus, you see which one is the leading ad or the second leading ad, and then you duplicate the campaign and you run them without these other two if you have enough creatives inside. And by enough, I'm talking about 10 or more, so that you can do another campaign with 8 to test the other creatives. But you can do more and more and more. You can do Advanced Plus with different products. You can do Advanced Plus with different creatives. You can do all of these kind of things. And yes, I'm stacking them. The problem with me is that I don't have more than 8, because you can do up to 8 per country. I'm considering strong I have one other account now in the case studies also that I posted. United States, United Kingdom. So you can do 8 advance plus for United States, 8 for United Kingdom. So I'm thinking now that I reached 8 and 8 in the two other accounts to do 8 advanced plus campaigns for United Kingdom from the United States account and 8 advanced plus campaigns from the United Kingdom account to the United States account. But it's a little bit risky in terms of scaling also another account and how it's going to behave by just doing ads in another country. So I haven't done it. I hope that I will not reach that point. Next one. Hello people, I got a CPM between 10 and 12 nowadays. Any tips please? Could you share me to reduce it? Thanks in advance. 10 to 12 CPM is not bad. Your name is Rabbi, which you're going to have to... okay, you're not going to hear his name, but his name is Middle Eastern. So I think I know you. I think you're from Iraq, but I'm not sure. But I'm not going to say it. So I think that you are in a Middle Eastern country, which means that 10 to 12 is high, because if you talk about United States, most probably this is low. Lowering your CPM, do more creatives, better training your pixel and so on, or even lower the spend if it's just hurting you so much. Okay, next one. Great episode. Quick question. I started our Black Friday Advanced Plus campaign 2 days ago at the moment with €120 daily budget. Our goal is to be able to scale on Black Friday to 1000 and get down after Black Friday to 100 in minimum. Why in 100 in minimum? So you might be able to do more. Yeah. That would be the best. What would be the best strategy to do that? My idea is to make it on Sunday to 140, Tuesday 170, Thursday to 200, and Black Friday jump to 1000. This idea comes from to avoid the start of the learning phase as long as possible, or is this learning phase not important in all Black Friday scaling? If not, how would you scale in our case until Black Friday? Thanks, Marcus. So it really depends on what kind of results you are getting on the previous days. I'm not against your idea. Your idea makes sense, not because of the learning phase. I think that I don't care about the learning phase in the normal period. This period that we are on Black Friday, rules don't apply. So you can do whatever you want as long as you have results to back it up. So you can even go from, as you do in the last day, as you can see, you go to 1000. Why you do that? Because it's a special occasion. So the idea here is, I would go with bigger increments in order to decrease this huge bump from 200 to 1000. So I might reach the previous day to 500 just to increase by 100% my spend on the next day. So the way that I would do it is by 100 per day, reaching to the 500, let's say, something like this, or 450, something like this. The thing is that you can do even what you say. It makes sense as long as the numbers make sense. The other thing is that rules don't apply here. Don't worry about learning phases and stuff. You can even do bigger bumps, and if you have the results, go for it. I think you should be fine. I think the way that you write it, that you understand, I think it's not your first Black Friday. I think you have done more the way that you write the comment. Next one. It's coming from the video how to spot if your Facebook ad pixel is trained. Hello, thanks again for the great content. I have a question that I always think about. If you have a trained pixel that consistently works well in one account, will it perform the same way if you use it in different ad accounts for the same products? Does another account have data, and do they need to be trained like pixels as well? 100%. So my experience with different ad accounts is this. You can take another account which is having a lot of data and you're having X results, and then you take exactly the same funnel, ads, pixel in a brother ad account in the same business, And you can see that the second ad account, which is newer, doesn't have the same data. It's having lesser results. I have seen it a lot of times. I'm sure of it. The reason for that is because the trained ad accounts, they also have better quality traffic because they're not causing any issues. For example, you pay your bill in time, you have no rejected ads and all of that, so you're not flagged as a bad account. That means that you can advertise better with trained ad accounts, and training an ad account is also important. But important from the perspective that is giving you better quality traffic, not from the perspective that is getting trained into your product. This is the job of the pixel. Hi Konstantinos, I thought it's better to start additional new campaign than adding budget to existing campaign. It depends. If you are on Black Friday, you can do it because the rules don't apply here and you can play like this. But in any other case, I would strongly suggest you to do another campaign. If it makes sense, okay? If you want to spend another $20 and you have $100 advance plus, do 120 and you have good results. But if you want to spend another 100, do another advance plus campaign. Thank you for making this video exactly this happening to me. This is the video with my friend Jonathan and what happened with his results and how he scaled in a bad way. So when you know that it's happening to me, so when you know that it reached to maximum level, additional scaling will reduce ROAS. What do you do if you want to keep scaling the total spending? If you want to keep scaling while Facebook is telling you that it's going to decrease your ROAS and you want to have the same ROAS, then you need, as I told you in the comment, a reality check. It's not going to happen. Facebook is telling you that. Leave that one, create additional creatives and work crazy method again on new campaign creative until it reaches the maximum level again. When can I increase advanced plus campaign if I'm getting good results at the beginning? How big can increase? Lots of people says maximum of 20%. 20% has to do with the learning phase, so that you won't get it out of the learning phase. I have scaled more aggressively advanced plus campaigns. It really depends on how many ads you have inside working, how big and stable is your main ad over there, the leading ad, all of that. You can increase an advanced plus campaigns after 4 or 5 days that you see that it has good results. The increase can be as big as even 100%. So if you do 100, you can do 200. But if you have 500, you cannot do 1K, I guess, but you will go to 700. So the situation is that you can increase as long as you have a lot of ads inside left. If you have just only one, don't do it, because the extra budget, it will just go to one ad and it might ruin it. On the other hand, over here, how to keep increasing the spend while maintaining ROAS, the only way, I guess, is what you propose, with more creatives and more products, or going to other countries. So these 3 ways are the ways that are going to help you, or increasing your average order value on the site. Increasing the average order value on the site means that you will increase ROAS, so you can drop more on the break-even ROAS. If you are getting, for example, 3 ROAS, and your average order value is 50, if you increase the average order value to 80, instead of 3, you will be getting 4, I don't know. And if your break even is on 2, you will be able again to scale more until you get to 3. If you have other products, you are going to be able to tap other markets without pushing again the same concept. So you might be able to scale more while maintaining ROAS. If you find more bestsellers, if you find more good designs, if you have more creatives that are tapping the market from different niches, the same product can apply to several niches. For example, yesterday I had a discussion with someone that has a product which is a pillow, which is all about snoring and all of that. So in this product, we're having basically it's a pillow that helps you not snore. I was telling him that he could create different creatives from the perspective of having one creative which is all about fixing your life with your wife, for example, because you don't sleep together, or fixing your apnea because you're not you're not having energy and all of that. Anyway, that's how you can approach in order to continue working like this, tapping different niches, basically from the different products that you can have, or from the same product. You can tap different niches by just having creatives that they're going to be showing to people how to use the product with other uses, I guess. Next one. Hey guys, I just edited my budget by increasing $1. Since then my ads are not getting, is it one or did you do a mistake here? Not getting much sales, it dropped by 60%. What did I do wrong? How am I supposed to scale my campaign, or how do I increase the budget in the right way? Don't touch campaigns, guys. Just do extra campaigns. This is going to help you. Then we have a comment below that says, first off, it takes a few days for ads to look at this comment is correct in all the words, but he's making this comment without watching that this person increased the budget by $1. The $1, and also by knowing when the comment was made, it was made on the days, on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday that we had bad results. So seeing the message, then you just tell to this person, this raise, it's also $1. It's irrelevant unless it's, if this is a spelling mistake, it's irrelevant to the scale that you done, that you had 60%. It cannot happen like this. So most probably it's something that would have happened anyway. But this person says, first off, it takes a few days for us to optimize when making changes. True. Also, sometimes accounts don't like budget changes. True. It's sometimes better to leave it alone, dupe it, duplicate it, and increase budgets. But you only know that after doing split test. Give it a few days and see if the results get better. You should be looking at results week to week or month to month, then day by day, as there will be fluctuations. I completely agree with the whole comment. I disagree with the fact that you write this comment after somebody telling you that increased by $1. $1 cannot cause this kind of issues. And also not taking into consideration that he made a comment in a period that the results dropped anyway for everyone because of Black Friday. Anyway, still, I wanted to address it. Next one. Hey Konstantinos, great video. I wondered if you had any advice for another account I'm running at the moment. We see spikes in sales on weekends, and midweek is much slower. Most of the times it's the opposite, and often higher CPM. This is why I'm telling you that each ad account is different. You see, this is different from several other accounts that they have bad weekends and good results midweek. And often see higher CPA, lower ROAS, some having to decrease budgets midweek, best performance, then scale on weekends more so. However, it's making scale fully hard as once I get to 100 daily. When midweek arrives, ROAS drops and client questions it, and I need to reflect budget accordingly. Any advice on how to balance this and manage to scale upward? First of all, your client is bugging you during the week, blah, blah, blah. Ignore him, or tell him that, look, if you want to bug me every time about the results for 1-2 days and stuff, we will never scale. Just explain this to him. Touching your other accounts and the budget all the time, so you're touching it 2 times per week, basically, all the time. This is not going to help you. You will never scale, never. You just have to find a way that find some balance in the budget that is going to help you scale up to a point. And that's it. Don't touch it. Don't play with it all the time, because you will never be able to scale. And don't get influenced by the client. He can fire you, okay? But if you want to scale this ad account, you have to decide what you want to do. Do you want to just take the fee and just care about his bull telling you that it's not doing well, lower the budget and stuff? If you are there to be a VA, take your fee and that's it. If you want to take something better with the ad account, become an expert and tell him, look, stop bugging me, okay? Don't burst my balls every day about the results and all of that. Let me do my job. Let me stabilize the account. Don't be involved, okay? Let me be involved on that. And even if some weekends you are going to lose some, even some middays you're going to lose some money, let it be. Or you're not going to be able to scale, because if you touch the budgets all the time, up and down, you are never going to be able to scale, okay? Address it or be a VA. Be an expert or be a VA. If you don't have the luxury of losing this money or doing that, fine, be a VA. Later on, when you will build more ad accounts, you will be able to tell to these people that they have to let you do your job. Next one. Uh, it has been almost 3 weeks. Oh, so this is the message from Jonathan after I post the video. By the way, just so you know, I have a thumbnail over there that says one of you f***ed up. Of course, I asked Jonathan if I can put a thumbnail like this and so on, okay? Just so you know. It has been almost 3 weeks since I made the changes based on your feedback, and I have been profitable every day and averaging 6.1 ROAS. Okay, it's a little bit too much. You have to start scaling a little bit. Especially this week, I see engagement coming back. Thank you for putting this video together, more than I could ever ask for when I made that Facebook post. Grateful because I know many do not get this kind of direct feedback from a teacher. Thank you for calling me a teacher. Now my challenge is trying not to be too conservative when scaling after being so aggressive. Yeah, that's true. Glad everyone here can maybe learn from my expensive mistakes. Thank you, Jonathan, for being a good sport about it and letting me posting it. And I'm really glad that I see that you are doing well. Now you need to find a balance between being super aggressive and not. Next one. Hey Konstantinos, thanks for the super helpful content. I've been watching your videos every day lately. Thank you. Do you think it would be okay to use different marketing angles for the 10 creatives, or should they all have the same angle? You can use different ones in the same campaign, but then you send another message and you clarify. You're very welcome. After posting the comment alone, I realized that, and by the way, you should do it. You should have different angles. I realized that it wouldn't make sense to test the same angle multiple times, even if I wanted to change the hook or something else in the creative. So my revised question would be, is it okay to have the creatives targeted at very different audiences instead of focusing on one aimed audience with different marketing angles? For example, to provide some context, we sell personalized jewelry, and we're planning to test a handwriting piece where customers can engage the handwriting of someone they've lost as a memorial jewelry for themselves, or they can also engrave a lovely message to give their mom as Christmas gift. As you can see, these two options have opposite surpassing intentions. Considering this, would it be acceptable to include both options in the same dynamic creative? I think it should be fine since it will optimize for each individual. No, it's not going to be fine. I think you should separate it into different campaigns for the different products that you have. The reason for that is because you don't know if which one of them, if one of them is better than the other. In an ideal world, if they were the same, it would be okay, but they are not. And one of them is having better sales from the other. That being said, I think that you should separate them because one of them might be better than the other and it's taking all the budget, but it doesn't mean that the other can also not have sales. So you put your different products into different campaigns and you not put them together, unless if it's clothing, if we have other type of categories. Here we're talking about two different products that they differentiated. I wouldn't put them under the category of jewelry. It's not just a jewelry, it's a jewelry with a specific message and the thing. So it's a different product. So I would put it in a different, and I will try to see which one is better and which ones can scale more. If one of them is having better results, then I would scale with another campaign with more creatives for the other product and so on. Next one. What always scares me or think that won't work is audience overlap. I use lead generation assets, but very qualified. By the way, broad audience or specific and ABO or CBO. CBO all the way along. If you're doing lead generation, you cannot use advanced plus, so I strongly suggest you to use my crazy method for it. It's working very well for lead generation. Broad or specific depends on your pixel and how trained it is. I would say broad eventually, and if you're running on a local area, do broad anyway for the mile radius. But if broad doesn't work for you in the whole United States or the country that you're targeting, go for interest and then lookalikes and work your way up to the broad. Don't care about audience overlap, as we said, and I have videos about it. Audience overlap is just a myth as long as the results are there. If you're having good leads and stuff, don't care about that. This is just an excuse that you're putting to yourself, and you are just you're just assuming things, okay? It doesn't mean that it's going to, it doesn't mean that it's like this. The other thing is that in order for you to care about audience overlap, for me it's very clear with the big spends. You need to have very big spends in order to start seeing overlaps and causing you issues like 300k, 400k, 500k. Then you can see audience overlaps, and you can easily avoid audience overlaps with different creatives. You will see audience overlap if you use the same creative all over again, and you're abusing it. But if you're using different creatives, then you're not going to have any problem to the audience overlap in broad. Hi Constantinos, just adjusting the crazy method campaigns, second adjustment, first time using your methods, and CBO now average the budget. So it spent more than the daily budget and more than the budget before reduction. There are only small amounts, 100 to 96, but then spending 102. But now to increase the ROAS to break even point when it keeps spending more than budget. But how to increase the ROAS? So you should not care about these small fluctuations, okay? If you see just below your budget, you're going to see a message that says, for example, if you have 50, that we might spend less or more, but in the 7 days, if for the 50 example, we're going to spend 350 and no more. This is why you can see last 7 days your results, for example, and you can see in some campaigns flat numbers, for example, that it spent $350, $500. That being said, don't worry about these small numbers here and there. It's totally normal. And over there below the budget, it explains how this thing is working. You should read it, but don't worry about it. And it's not going to affect your lowering budget and the new balance that you have now into your CBO campaign. Next one, we have Isabel, which is back again with a comment after going to post on Reddit because she's afraid that she's spamming us. Don't be afraid, Isabel. Not a long time ago, I launched 2 campaigns, and in total the budget is 200 per day. Last week the ROAS was good, last Friday even better, a great day. Since Saturday though, the sales have slowed or even almost stopped. It's either break even or losing money. I won't do the same mistake and close my ads. I know it's because of Black Friday and the competition. Proud of you, Isabel. But my question is, can I decrease the budget a little until it starts working again? For sure, you can do that. Just keep in your mind that when we decrease budgets, it doesn't work immediately. What I'm afraid here is that you're going to decrease the budget and you're going to think that it worked, but most probably it worked because even if you kept the budget, in the next days it's going to work anyway. So I would be patient and I would keep it, but you can decrease the budget if you want. I actually did. Hope it wasn't a mistake. It's not a mistake, it's fine, but keep in your mind that it's not going to work immediately. Now I'm spending 120 a day. Also, do you suggest relaunching the campaign without closing the current ones in case that was not the problem? No, you're not going to relaunch. It's too late to relaunch. It's Black Friday already. I didn't launch a specific Black Friday campaign just because my ads aren't already promoting a big discount and it gets social engagement on it. Are my ads less performing because of my small budget compared to others in the time of the year? First of all, the fact that you have an offer, it doesn't mean that you cannot do Black Friday. Just go into your store and just state that this offer that you have is your Black Friday offer. It's very easy. And then run ads also with it. Because running ads with do you understand that 90% of the stores out there, they are running Black Friday ads? If you don't have any Black Friday ads, you look like you didn't put any promotion. Just put the same offer in Black Friday if you're not able to do something else. And don't think that people will understand. You don't care about the 20 or 30 people that will understand. You care about all the others. So just put an offer like this. Just change the wording into your site, into the banners, and just do some retargeting to your previous audience with the Black Friday offer, which is exactly the same offer that you have and it's working. Okay. So, but don't leave your store without a Black Friday offer. It's not good. I can see it in some of my other accounts that people didn't give me yet creatives, sadly. the results are not good. Even if when they have inside the store Black Friday, the results are not good. So you need to have the Black Friday offer there. So we are done with the questions. Let's go to the freelance diaries, and then guys, I will have to go back to my work. Looking for the best media buyer. It's the freelance diaries thing. It says, looking for a media buyer to create and place ads in places that will grow my client's bottom line. We are starting as a performance-based agency, so we only make money when we make my client money. So if you're considering in your work, we shouldn't have a problem getting results from my client. Like it's if the client, for example, is selling a bag of poop, I should sell it, for example, okay? And it's my fault if it's not selling, for example, if he doesn't have a good offer, if he has all of this stupid stuff. The other thing that I don't understand is you're starting a business, okay? Either make me your partner so that we can share the benefits and the risk, or you cannot ask from your employees to not get paid until you make money. It's like I'm asking from my video editors that you're going to work for free for 2 years because the YouTube, we started from 1 subscriber, so until we make some money, then you will get paid. Do you think that they were going to stay? What the is this mentality? Are you crazy? When you are starting a business, you are taking the risk of the business. You cannot just consider that everybody else is going to take the risk for you. And at the end of the day, you might be crazy and you might be offering something for free. Does it mean that someone else has to work for free for you? I want to be the best. You're not going to be the best, you're going to be the worst. So I must hire the best. You're not going to hire the best, you're going to just hire someone who is desperate. I'm selling results plus quality. You're not selling that, you're selling just a false offer. If you think you can help me deliver on the results, respond with why I should hire you. The answer is you should hire someone who is telling you to come and work with you because he's going to work for free. So over here we have a situation that you're starting a business, you don't want to take any risk and you want your employees to take the risk, which is the worst thing in the world. Having a bad offer, not understanding how the Facebook platform works. You think that you can sell anything that you want on Facebook with having good results and stuff and get paid for that. You're just naive and you're just clueless. And that's the problem with agencies. I talk every day with people that they meet these people and they work with them and they get disappointed and then they get burned away even if they have good businesses. And there's so many out there that they have flooded the system with stupid offers and all of that. And they don't understand that they just hurt the industry and what we do, and us, that we are, at least we are honest and we try to produce good results. Do you know why this is happening? Because people started selling courses about having agencies. We started with some small amount that it was finding clients, and then because there are so many that cannot find clients, so they all of these courses changed their offer to offer something for free. Offering something for free, it's the worst thing that you can do. Okay, unless especially on Facebook, okay? It might work in other businesses to offer something for free so that someone can see that you're good with it. But here, most of the people that they will get the offer for free, they are people that they have very bad accounts and it's never going to work. So that's all I had for you. The freelance diary said everything. Guys, I hope that you're having a great week with Black Friday and I hope that you're having good results. And I hope that this Friday is going to be even better. And I will see you next week, revising a little bit of what happened with my ad accounts and how it went, and how we can start our Christmas ads after that point, after we relax for 5, 6, 7 days, just to see again the light of the day. And that's all. Have a nice Black Friday and Cyber Monday, because we're not going to talk until then. And I will see you in the next one. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News Podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.